Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be making an insert for goals. And by goals, I mean all of the different assignments that I have due this week, because it is going to be a very busy week and I am not looking forward to that, but I need something to kind of visually organize everything that I need to turn in this week, and that way I can like check off things and not forget anything. I didn't end up posting a catch-all video this week because the spread got really tricky for me. I was having a hard time managing how to make functional space for everything that I needed to do this week, and then like incorporate some decorative stuff. So I was trying really hard with that and the video just wasn't going well. So I decided to scrap it, and I was like, it didn't look that good at the end of that video that I had filmed. So I scrapped the video. I'm like, maybe it'll look better after I fill it in. I think it did look a little better after I filled it in. This is kind of how last week's catch-all turned out, but I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the main priorities from that onto this sheet of paper. And to do so, these are the books that I'm planning with this week. So I have the spring one, and I was gonna use some letter stickers out of this. I really liked these pink and yellow and purple letters. And then I needed a lot of functional boxes, so I saw the Be Yourself sticker book had some cool like different shapes that are in similar colors. I can work in like some gold colorful boxes as needed, but there's a lot of different kinds of boxes in here. So each like different assignment or task is going to have its own box. So I wanted something to match the letters. And then I'm going to use these abstract florals, which are like a really fun line art from According to Allie, to just add some decorative accents that don't take up a whole lot of space. So in this video, I'm going to be making the sheet and then filling it all in. I've kind of identified 10 different like tasks or assignments that need to be done this week. So I'm going to need to find like 10 different boxes and make it all work in the like space of this single sheet of filler paper. I just pulled this out of an old Happy Notes. It has this cool like star pattern along the border. I just wanted something kind of minimal that wouldn't interfere too much with like the colors that I'm putting onto the page. I wasn't entirely sure what I was gonna like spell onto this, and I had like first thought, okay, goals, that makes sense, but they're not all goals. Rather, they're things that need to get done. So they're not like larger things that I've been aspiring to or anything like that. So I decided that maybe the best way to label this page is just with get it done. And by the end of this week, my hope is that I have 100% of these things done. Like maybe one or two could like move into the beginning part of next week, but I need to get like 95% of this done. So I'm starting off by using these fun letters out of spring. And these are not letters that I've used before, although I think they're really cute. I'm always hesitant to use letter stickers like this that only have one page in the sticker book, because the first time you spell something, you can like almost always spell out what you need to spell. So get it done is not going to be an issue. But the next time that I want to use this sticker sheet to spell something, I'm going to have to be more selective and really count out how many like of a certain letter do I have. Is it feasible to spell this thing using the letter stickers that I have remaining? So in an ideal world, I would have multiple sheets of just the same font over and over and over again. And this is a fun one. I love the color palette on this, and I think it looks really good on the page. The colors kind of remind me of that Happy Plans book, the newer one that's kind of abstract. And maybe I should pull that in here. Although I'm not entirely sure where I put my copy of that, so that'll likely not happen. I didn't center it like amazingly, but you know what that means. I can just stick a floral up here in the corner off the edge of the page, and I'll use the other half of it somewhere else, like sticking out of a box or something, but this will just fill up some of that blank space next to done. I was a little frustrated when my catch-all video didn't work out. I felt like I was trying to make all of these last-ditch efforts to save the spread, and I kept adding things, and it was one of those situations where you add things and then it gets worse, and then you add more things to fix the things. and that never helps. So I got to the end of the video, I did my little clothes off, and I'm like, I don't think this is going to see the light of day. It was a very long video where I couldn't make up my mind. So scrapped that, decided I would do something more worthwhile with the videos that I have to post this week. I'm just kind of flipping through here to pick maybe some bigger boxes. The boxes in Be Yourself aren't these full-sized boxes, and I never really use the spring sticker book, so if I can make use of the boxes while I'm here, I'm going to do that, especially because I know they're from the same sticker book, so the colors are going to match up nicely. Like this lilac tone that makes an appearance in the letters, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that from anywhere else. And I'm kind of randomly placing things. No solids on here, but this is cute washi. Oh, I like this one with like the silver foiling. But I think the majority of my boxes are really going to come out of Be Yourself. I do have some gold foiled colorful boxes that someone was nice enough to send me on Instagram. I forget what Emily's handle is. I think it might be Emily Plans It All. But she was nice enough to send me some gold foiled boxes in the mail that she was not using. And you know I love my gold foiled colorful boxes. She also has a very amazing planner account, if I don't say so myself. So I'll leave her handle down below and recommend checking her out if you're over on the Instagram planner community, which I think a lot of you are. I think there's really a lot of crossover between my audience here on YouTube and on Instagram. And I'm playing around with these fun little leafy stickers in some of the room around the boxes. These ones are a little delicate because they are cut pretty close to these floral shapes. And if I remember correctly, they are only available in the clear on Allie's shop. So if you like clear stickers, these might be a good option for you. I'm going to take another one of these lilac boxes. I think it's actually pretty close. This one's a little bit warmer and this one's a little bit cooler, but if I space them out enough, shouldn't be an issue. And I just want some symmetry going on with that. But I need to make sure that I have enough room at the end of this page for 9 different boxes. Some of them bigger, some of them smaller. And it'll be proportional to the amount of text that I have to write. And typically that then corresponds to the importance of the task. Like if there's a lot of details I have to write about something, that generally means it's a pretty important task to begin with. And then this one, I don't know how I feel about that because it does kind of go weird on the curve of this box. It's just a little too big for that space. So I'm just going to put that one back on the page for the moment and find some more boxes. I don't want to make them all the curved ones, but I don't know. Okay, so there's like project in here. They're little speech bubbles. And some of these things are like school related. This is a student sticker book. So there's a lot of school related stickers in here. But I don't know how in depth I want to get with like this being an academic themed insert. Grabbing some gold colorful boxes, and maybe this will help me kind of move this forward. I want to play around with some different directions. So for this one, we'll go like sideways. I'm placing it kind of central because I want to put like another floral down here in this corner. So I'm going to take this one, and I think I'm going to keep this one intact and not slice and dice it like I did with the other florals. This one's just going to go here. And then another one of these purple oval shapes can go like down here in this section. They're kind of touching, connected by that flower. And then I'll take another one of these. I like the dot grid because you can put it all sorts of directions. The grid pattern as well, but the lines get a little tricky because you can't place them sideways. So for this one, I'm gonna move into that floral that I first put on the page. Trying to stay away from the filled in boxes. I feel like that might be a little visually distracting. This one is more of like a reddish purple tone rather than like a cooler purple tone. But I do think it shows up in the letters, so I don't have a problem adding this into the spread. Although I don't know if I really like having a million of these arched box shapes. I'd like to find something else in that salmon color that I first placed on the page. So I'm going to do a little bit more digging in the spring sticker book and see if I can come up with anything else more functional. I wasn't finding anything else in there, but I do think this yellow color might look nice. It's a little more pastel than this one that's on the page. This sticker book is the Kelva Plan Weekly Florals sticker book. And to be honest with you, I haven't really used a lot out of this sticker book. I bought it thinking I would use it a lot more than I actually ended up. And I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this shape. Maybe I could sticker surgery it a bit to make it slightly smaller. I feel like it's just kind of an awkward size right now to have two of these full boxes right next to each other. So I'm going to put it layered where I'd like it, and then I'll take this half and just overlap it to make it a smaller box. Something a little bit more suitable for what I want to write in it. I think that looks pretty good, and then I'll take this one and place it elsewhere to continue some of the colors. So as I was saying, I bought this sticker book thinking I was going to use it a whole lot. I liked the florals, and then I never used them. So I have a lot of stickers in this book that really could be used in my planner, but just are kind of waiting for their moment to shine. Like, there's a lot of different things in here. I feel like some more of that salmon color is necessary. Again, from that Weekly Florals book. This one's kind of close. It's not the exact same thing, but if I put it far enough away, I think I can make it work. And this one will go like down at the bottom of the spread, so far enough away. This one's going to layer into this cluster. I don't know if I like it going behind this rounded shape or in front of the rounded shape. I want the rounded shape to be the top layer of this. It's going to get a little tricky with the floral that I already have on the page, but a little rip to arrange the layers isn't the worst thing in the world. And I could put like a circle sticker or something on that intersection point to make it a little bit better, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Now I'm going to count and just make sure I have enough boxes for all 10 of the tasks that I want to accomplish this week. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now I can work in a few more florals that I know the space is all accounted for. I don't know if I want to do bullet points in all of these boxes. It might be handy just so I can kind of visualize what's been done and what still needs to be done. These are big enough tasks that I'll probably have a very good idea of if they're done or not because of the amount of like work that it will take to finish them. So I have some paper proposals, or it's maybe just one this week. There's another one the next week. Got paper proposals. I have 2 batches of exams that need to be graded for my students, which I spent the majority of today working on, but they're still not all done. Trying to place these leaves, and they're very fragile. Very pretty, but very fragile. But they look so good on the page. I love all of according to Allie's Florals. I think she has some of the best floral designs on the market, and the fact that she draws them herself is just a cherry on top of the cake. So I've got 3 more, and I feel like if I save these 3, I can use these for another project. This is enough to like do something with them and not just have like one lonely flower. Before I get into like actually adding things onto this sheet, I really do not like where this says today. I think it's a little too dark for like the kind of pastel boxes that I'm really using. So I'm going to wipe that out and replace it with one of these circle-y shapes. Is there one in that salmon color? Is this the right? It looks like the right one. So I can bring some more pink over here by doing this. And I'm going to go into like one of the handwritten plans books and find some word stickers so that I can label each of these boxes with the day that these things need to get done. But all of the boxes are on the page, so I can put pretty much everything off to the side now. This sticker book, which I believe was marketed as Notes and Florals, but it has all of these handwritten words on like the right side of the thing, and they're all on clear, which is nice because the original handwritten plans book was all on paper, and sometimes it's just nice to have a clear lettered sticker. So I have all the days of the week here, without one Monday because I probably use that for another project, but I'm going to use these to mark out when different things are done, but I'm also at the same time going to be writing in all the different things. I have 3 different tasks for TAing. So I'm going to pick this cluster that has 3 boxes that are interconnected. This one is going to be Monday, and on Monday I am going to send out a finalized lesson plan that I presented and then just needed to make some adjustments to the draft of. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this in. I'm using a Papermate Flare pen in a medium tip. The writing got a little shifted over to the left, but that's fine. And then I'm presenting another lesson plan on Thursday, and I've partnered up with one of my friends who is also a TA for this class. So I'm going to put that one up here. Maybe I should use this box to label this category like TA stuff. I could kind of label the clusters that way. I might need to bring in some more of those oval stickers, but that would kind of help keep me more organized. So this one is going to be TA stuff. And then on Thursday, I'm just going to write out presenting the next lesson plan. And then in this final box, and I realize I'm not doing this chronologically, like Monday, Thursday, then Friday. It's Thursday, Monday, then Friday. But in this final box, I'm going to have exams graded and handed back. So Friday's going down here in this box, and I probably should do 2 bullet points because there's actually 2 different sets of exams because I do lead 2 different discussion sections. They're the same like overall class, but it's just 2 different groups of students. So I'm back in the Kelva plan book because I know there's some bullet points in here. I just want to find the ones that go with the boxes that I used for the yellow. Here they are. So I'm going to take the 2 bullet points off of this page to divide the 2 different exam things that I have to do. They're kind of sizable bullet points for what they are, but maybe they'll look less cramped if I actually move Friday more central in the box. I guess it's kind of central to both of the other boxes, not left aligned like I had it. It tore it a little bit, but it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to move Friday to the middle, and then I can kind of bump this one up to give the bottom bullet point some more breathing room. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and write in like the exam grading stuff. Okay, so now that that's written in, I got to pick a new category and figure out where to draw the dividing lines between all of these boxes. I have 2 different tasks for my English class, so I'm going to go ahead and find another one of these oval stickers. We'll do lilac this time around, and I'm going to devote these 2 boxes up here to that. And I can just label that oval with the like course number. I'm kind of scared about like accidentally smudging stuff, so I'm going to try my best not to stick my hand directly on top of what I've already written. Hopefully the addition of like the studio lighting stuff will help kind of dry the ink a little bit faster than it typically does when I'm just writing regularly in my planner. So 2 different things for English class. First thing is that there is a discussion board that I need to have completed by Tuesday. And then the second thing is that I need to have a paper proposal for my final paper turned in on Friday. There's more stuff to write for the Friday one, so I'm putting that in the bigger box up top. And then, like, discussion board doesn't need too much writing room. So I'm going to go ahead and fill both of those out. Alrighty, those are both filled in. The writing got a little weird on the seam of this box, but it's not the end of the world, so I'm just going to let it be. And now I need to figure out how I'm going to divide up the remaining 5 boxes I have over here. I'm going to split this 2 and 2, so these 2 are going to go together, and then these 2 are going to go together, and then this is going to be a single task. So I'm going to use yellow to divide, or label, I guess, these top 2 boxes. And these are going to be for my art history seminar. And then I need some more of these ovals. Oh, and this worked out perfectly with like the remaining 2. Because this is purple, I'm not going to want the purple one to label that. So this one is going to label these 2. And then I'll take this salmon-y color. And that'll take care of this one down here. Just trying to figure out a good spot for it. Might be nice to have it kind of down here at the bottom. Looks fine. Okay, so this is going to go off to the side because everything is done with that. I don't think I need any more bullet points. There's not a lot of room really to write, like, or add in bullet points to check things off. So I'm just going to let it happen as it is without the bullet point addition. But I'm going to go ahead and just title all of these different boxes. So those are all labeled. And I'm going to figure out what needs to go here. I think it's going to be 2 Wednesday priorities for this. The first one is that I am discussion leading our seminar this week. I'm co-discussion leading, so I do have a partner who's going to help me kind of divide and conquer and like work through the questions that we're going to ask and just kind of plan the day out. So that takes a little bit of stress off my plate, but it's still a pretty big commitment. And then the other one is that I need to do the readings prior to doing that discussion leading, because if you're in charge of the class, you also need to have like done the work. So I'm gonna go ahead and label those. And I have 2 Monday assignments. So one of them is a discussion board that I need to complete. And one of them is the readings that I need to do prior to filling out that discussion board. Or maybe not. The readings work a little bit weird in this class where it's like the discussion board is responding to the prior week's content. So if I do the readings before I do the discussion board, then I get a little confused. So maybe it's discussion board and then readings. Either way, both of these things need to get done by Monday. So today being Sunday as I plan this out, we'll hopefully have both of those things done before this video goes live tomorrow. So, gonna fill those ones out for this class. And then finally, for my thesis, which is down here, I'd like to have a finalized draft submitted to my advisor by Tuesday. This semester has really taken a hold on me, like mental health-wise, physical health-wise, just time management wise, and I haven't been able to send a draft, and I really need to send one. So that's what the Tuesday box is going to be for down here. Okay, and it looks like it's all filled out right now. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Not exactly happy with the fact that I have to do all of this, but it looks a little bit more manageable and a little bit more pretty. It looks prettier when it's down on this like fun, springy looking sheet. There's a couple other like tasks that I need to do this week that are not school related, but I really wanted to keep the scope of this like insert school related. Like there's things like packing Etsy orders. There is a planner flip through video that I need to film and get uploaded as like part of a brand deal. There's like just other stuff that's like a little bit more fun, and I'd rather do it than doing these assignments, but this stuff comes first, so I prioritized and made the sheet about that, and it really does kind of help me visualize what's going on. I know I have my academic planner where I can kind of keep all the like different school deadlines in there, but for this week it just made sense to kind of group it all together as like a solidified get it done list rather than working it into the planner that has like, oh, here's all the different readings and here's some events that are happening on campus, that kind of thing. I wanted to like make a spot where it's like, okay, these are the activities that like really need to take center stage this time around. And I love the springy colors. I think the letters from the spring sticker book really inspired me to make this. So I'm happy that this turned out so beautifully. But there you have it, my get it done school to-do list for this week. Always helpful for me to kind of goal set at the beginning of the week, whether that's in the form of setting like big picture goals or school goals, or even just making a brain dump list that lists out every single task I need to like potentially do that week to have a successful week. So this is one iteration of how I goal set or goal plan in my planner using stickers. Stickers make everything more fun, but there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!